of that. The LeBlanc is where they'll go as the answer to the Aurora. Gives you good mobility, can avoid these Skarner ganks. Good wave clear as well, but you do have to put yourself in the middle of the wave to get that wave clear off. A well-timed weirding out of Aurora could cause a few problems. Tribush himself gonna land a Mystic shot there from Baduk, but they are looking for the dive. No heal on Trimby, no aggressive summoner for Baduk. He's gone for the TP instead. Flash forward from Razork into the chains, into the root. First blood for Fnatic. Upset claims it with the auto.
The roam though, the roam from Nuke.
Nuke is looking for Razork, distorts across, doesn't have Mimic right now. Ishtar's impact will lock Nuke against the wall. He has to distort back, but Lusper flashes, and he goes back, and Lusper takes the kill. Razork with a great Ishtar.
They can stay on the bot side of the map and then look to contest this objective, but once Upset comes back out onto the map, he gets that push immediately in the bot lane 2 versus 2, and with the enemy jungler pathing away, this is an uncontested dragon, and the RNG goes Fnatic's way as well, with the crab spawning right under the feet of the dragon.
Avoids the snap trap. The wave still will be slowly pushing towards Fnatic. Bukata goes in, flag and drag, double knockup, double cataclysm as well. Juichabros going out as Lusper is going to fall. Trimby takes the kill though. Will the dive now materialize?
No camps really for him to set up for. He's just committed to making a dive happen. He has the ult, he's got everything.
Baduk has splash, but Ishtar's impact into the chains, into the impale. How'd you get out of this? Ace in the hole, we'll find it. Razork takes it with an upheaval.
Okay, Razork did sabotage Upset at every stage of that play.
I know what the problem is.
Yeah, I think Upset should have been given that kill. I would describe it as a bit of a misplay, but hey, they make the dive work.
Upset gets the plates. Very okay.
That he does,
like,
fair
the
enough.
jungler gets the kill, the AD carry gets the plates. He's still 700 gold ahead.
I think this is an excellent jungle game though, and it really showcases how your early pathing.
Middle bush, and Upset doesn't have flash, but has a 90 caliber net to try and escape. Bukati might just need to burn flash it. Oh, great flash into double knockup. Upset the target for them. Baduk will take him. The shutdown does go over to Bukati.
The way of Vladdy in contrast to Nuke. This is going to be a difficult contest, I think, from Shifters.
I think it's a greedy contest if they go for it. Their AD carry is currently farming minions underneath the tower. True Shot Barrage comes out. Drake has just been taken by Fnatic. Only 100 gold between the two teams right now as Bukata might look for something. Ooh, good dodge on the impale. Ishtar's impact catches him in the middle of the flag and drag. Between worlds goes Vladdy, but into the afterlife he might go soon as well. Nuke takes him. Razork's now in the middle of 4. The TP in from Baduk secures the kill. A double for Nuke.
Shifters is able to win out the fight. Now, while all this has been happening, top is, Upset, he's in a lot of danger.
Yeah, Nuke going in with the chains will get the root, flag and drag there for the follow-up, and Rooster here to make sure that Shifters...
Speed advantage, I know that Fnatic now can't contest the Herald. This will help them unlock that mid lane tower. As Nuke now moving into the side lane, forces the flash out of Emperos.
It's interesting assignments from Fnatic. Emperos is being matched by Nuke, and I'm not sure who got there first, but Emperos only has armor. Walk away.
Fnatic had position on the river. They were the first to the objective because remember, they committed an early TP.
Yep.
By doing that, they want that to happen. So Fnatic then rotate over to mid to try and contest the Herald. They fail contesting the Herald, but while doing that, they also can be wary of this tower being dived. This gives free access from Nuke with the grubs as well to pick away at this tower, and they don't even have to do the dive. The threat of the dive is enough. They secure...
Benefit them a little bit, but not as much as if it was going over to the side of Fnatic. That extra armor and magic was this, but overall, I think Fnatic making sure that Shifters weren't taking a Baron is more important than trying to deny them this dragon. Item payment. Instead of the 2.5 item payment you're sitting on right now, as Razork goes in onto Bukata. Trap going down as well. They're looking for the chase. Cataclysm forward. Bukata's going to get rooted up. Ace in the hole there for the follow-up, and there's the shutdown for Fnatic.
Meanwhile, Fnatic now like, oh guys, they're starting to slip. They've been picked. Now that they're going to be a little bit more cautious. Maybe they're not going to
a huge jump. As Razork is going to step forward. Trimby here still has the flash. Upheaval down. Between worlds goes Vladdy looking for the chase. Tidal wave out as well. And now Trimby eats an ace in the hole. And Vladdy pulls the hexes back.
Twice in the split, fine. Not a big deal. You still have the advantage. But the fact that they've thrown so many times. Now Razork.
Ishtar's impact's going to catch Bukata in the middle of the flag and drag. There's the pullback. And Bukata's going to die under the tower. Another kill.
I'm frustrated with Fnatic with how quickly they're TPing. I feel like it's a little bit too fast. Good job on Shifters cross-mapping, and now the poke from Shifters is starting to do work. Dragon has started off.
Nuke looking to see if he can get on towards Vladdy. Dragon down to 6,000. Emperos there with a huge 3 weirding. Trimby knocked back. The tidal wave saves him for now, but between worlds goes Vladdy, and to the afterlife goes Trimby. Fnatic will secure the Drake, and Trimby and Bukata have been taking turns. Vladi just dashes away himself. Drake, it would be sold for Fnatic if they can secure it. Ankle Prism is going to land. Paduk takes a chunk though. The Drake down to 5,000. Nuke trying to look for the flank. Emperor's down to half HP. Nuke dashing in. Razork still there. Tidal Wave coming out. Paduk getting jumped on. The Drake secured and sold for Fnatic. And meanwhile, the Guardian Angel propped onto Bukada. Shifter's going to try and save their jungler, but Fnatic have already got 2 out of the fight. Booster forced away. Flashes stars impact onto Nuke. No, Distort will get him out of this one. Pulled back with a Q3. As Fnatic are cleaning up the fight. Paduk will have to run for the hills, and Rooster will have to follow suit.
Clean, patient play comes through from Fnatic as Shifters crack under the pressure. The soul is secured, upset with no hesitation, will find the ace in the hole to get the kill onto Paduk, and they will turn their attention towards the Baron. Fnatic stayed strong when it felt like the game was falling out of their hands. Patient play, good cross maps, nice picks, and they took advantage of what we've been seeing from Shifters this split.
Yeah.
They make those mistakes in the mid game.
It's a shield. They just can't do it at all. And now Fnatic can really open up the map. A gold lead for them, 2,000 gold ahead. Shifters currently grouped around the mid lane. Trimby is running by himself towards this bot lane tower. I think he's going to think more wisely of it and decide to go mid instead. The tier 2 for Fnatic will be their prize off the push. Don't expect them to be able to go any further, as Shifters were trying to find something onto Vladdy here. They'll get the push in. Nuke goes in with a double distort. Rocket belt out from Vladdy. And he should be safe as houses at this point. Can try and clear more of the wave, but it is a tier 2 for at least 4 plates of a tier 2 for Shifters, as Nuke tries to get the last little bit. Was slowed up. Ace in the hole is going to chase him, but the flank from Bukada, patience from him, the damage coming out. Now they see that there's a Jarvan behind them. TP coming out, Flash with the knockup from the flag and drag, but Vladdy's already killed Nuke, and Fnatic just ripping them apart. Trimby down, Nuke down, Bukada down, Paduk the last one standing, but I think it might be hunting season for Fnatic. Vladdy goes in, and down go all of Shifters. A valiant flank, you have to say, but Vladdy picks up the quadra here in Les Arena. And on his old home turf, Vladdy states his intent for this series.
Yeah, Vladdy walked onto the stage with booze in his face, and he responds with a quadra to end out game 1.
Fnatic, the patient game, finds them the victory. For Shifters, it's the same old story. A mid-game collapse is calamity for their hopes of playoffs.
Wow. Fantastic. Okay, I mean, I guess it has a lot of individual agency, you could argue. Maybe it's also Upset's most comfortable of the 3. It also just might be, I feel it's just way stronger. Yeah. Like Rumble with the Leandries, Nocturne with either the Hex Paramento Hex play or even a Stride Breaker, kind of whatever you want. Rise will probably be one of AJ's.
Rod against Rod, right?
Yeah, something like that. Whereas Kalista, like, in my head, I'm like, 1 item versus 1 item. In theory, Shifters should spike harder. So they should feel confident to, like, force picks. And also, I think that Shifters really need to utilize side lane threats. Yeah. One of the reasons why you pick Nocturne into Pantheon is, like, Nocturne is just a fantastic duelist. He loves 1v1s, and so a champion like Panth, who you typically favor in early game skirmishes, Nocturne should beat. Spell shield against the empowered Q, like you can spell shield the stun, like, and just consistent auto attacks with the improved base AD. Ooh, Vladdy.
Oh, Nuke flashes away, Vladdy with the autos! Bird is the word for Vladdy!
The Rod of Ages yet, but is working towards it. It looks like the Fnatic is saying, you know what, we're happy to scale. We're all good. We'll give this first dragon up. And it makes sense in the context of the comps. Yeah. We talked about how Shifters, big spike at level 6, another big spike at level 11, big spikes around their first items. Have similar preferences, but right now, speaking of Rooster, he's joined up with his jungler to contest these grubs.
That's the Equalizer. Only a Haunting guys to back it up. Razork's going to go for the smite. There's the Paranoia into the Equalizer across them. Nuke looking for the Realm Warp as well. Trimby there, but there's the Pop Blossom coming out of Lost Bows. He tried to delay Shifters from chasing the rest of his team down. He'll do that. Shifters do get the kill. Eats the handshake with a shape splitter. Vladdy's here as well. Good crystallize, could cause their demise. TP coming in from the Ornn. He has the Forge God Paranoia onto the backline. Heal up from the Aegis in the Thunder Sky out of Razzle. The Ornn Forge God comes through too, and Trimby falls for it. Bails himself out, but still going under as Fnatic get their second of the game and will take the Drake alongside it.
The fight ends up devolving into two fronts, with which Fnatic is much more comfortable to collapse because they have the numbers advantage. The cost of this is the advantage that Rooster is gaining in the top lane.
Top lane tower.
Yeah, he's going to get the entire tower for himself. Look at the lead that he's been able to build up. Oh, nice. Rooster has built these leads before, and I'm not even saying that it's his fault that Shifters don't convert it into a win, but Shifters have proven multiple times this split that them having something at bot.
I know why this happened. It's because Pduk got in, and if Pduk goes forward and hits the tower, he then is in a telegraph position. And you have Call of the Forge God and Sheepbot for the follow-up.
I don't agree with it, though. I feel like that you should have just let it hit the mid tower.
Without getting in it.
They are going to get another hit on the bot side, but this gives Fnatic access.
Oh, Call of the Forge God into Lost flank hit. Pop Blossom! There's the Call of the Forge God follow-up into a double root, and Pduk is dead! At the 20-minute mark, we see Pduk dying, but Rooster on the backline can begin to burn through. Upset opens up, though, and Rooster just can't get into the fight the way he wanted. Upset dashes across the wall and will chase them down. Rooster burning through Razork, but he's gonna die to Upset. His cock has crowed. As the chase continues, there's the slow. Upset cleanses it away. And Fnatic win the fight at the 20 minutes.
He's going to get there in time.
He has TP as well, so he can always rejoin. Okay, it looks like they're starting the Baron again, or are they just claiming vision around it? No, they're definitely on it. Ricardo and Pduk. So Spears...
Go and answer that. The downside for them is Upset's been unleashed on this mid tower, and he should be able to secure it. I still think it's going to fall. Minions should be able to finish that one off, and he secures the tower for his
items, dude.
Yeah, he's mega fed.
Also, would you say getting caught in a side lane is part of the
Not ideal.
Yeah, so Rooster is going to have to flash away from the Flash Frost. Paranoia being used here to try and give Rooster the ability to get out, and they don't know he's in the second bush. Now they do. Vladdy still has the egg, and he's going to be fried and go into it, but Razork has enough damage to get the kill onto Rooster. Ping's coming out towards the Baron from Shifters. Upset chasing in onto Pduk. Handshake out onto the Shape Splitter. In the end, Shifters just get a little bit of vision deny around the Baron.
So it was a cross map from Shifters as they targeted Emperos. They get his flash on the top side, but they don't actually get the kill. So it's an advantage gained once again.
10K, Trimby, a hostile takeover to save the game. Handshake onto Bellow's Breath isn't going to do too much as the Baron will fall for Fnatic, and Upset begins to turn his attentions elsewhere. Double Pop Blossom, double knock-up Call of the Forge God, and Shifters answered the call of the Baron just a little bit too late.
It is completely over now. Fnatic, fantastic decision. Absolutely excellent. Oh, they're going for more.
Razork on the chase. Might just lose this to Nuke. He goes in, gets feared. Razork goes down, but Upset has the flank now onto Nuke. Paranoia out. Upset splashing forward. Rooster goes into the danger zone. And when you're there, there's not really any way out. Upset and Emperor secure the ace as Fnatic will look to push in for the win.
Okay, that was definitely too deep from Razork, but Fnatic still make the play work. They get an ace, they'll get another tower. Everything is completely falling apart for Shifters. Fnatic with such a smart Baron call.
Yeah, really smart.
They get the pick in bot lane, they push that wave out. Rise is the one to answer it with no TP and no Realm Warp. Resets have come through, and a very quick base into TP from Vladdy. Like, such smart decision making.
Interestingly, he has upgraded Upset's Kraken Slayer, Losper's Rocket Belt.
Yep.
And nothing from mid-jungle.
Absolutely.
It's like, hey, we know our bread is buttered.
Absolutely. I mean, Losper deserves it this game. He's had some great ultimates for sure. That river fight for the second dragon really, I think, swung the momentum in Fnatic's favor. But Shifters now on the back foot, they are basically relying on a miracle.
And the miracle might come from a Nuke flank who's just walking through mid. Instead, with the Paranoia going in, Nuke looking for the flank now. Rooster's almost dead. Trimby gets called into Fate, but Fate has other ideas. Upset does fall low. Pduk tries to open up on him and gets him to the bailout. Now dashing around Fnatic, and the Nuke flank has worked! Razzle's going to tempt the towers. Nuke and Pduk still stand. They'll try and get out of here. The jump across the wall from Razzle will be enough. Pduk continues to dance around them, but Emperos charges him down. Fnatic lost their AD carry, lost their support, but still win the fight.
A bit too deep from the side of Fnatic, giving Shifters a moment of hope, but the fight doesn't quite go the way they want. Another tower will fall. Add another one in the middle lane. Fnatic still in full control.
Yeah, 8k gold their lead now. Still very strong, but his gold lead was 2,000 a few moments ago and is now down to 500, whereas Upsets is over 4k. Right? There's over 1,500 gold leads on 3 members of Fnatic. And
G2, MCoy, KC sitting around the top. Oh, Vladdy.
Equalizer down to Vladdy, who doesn't have Flash, but does have Flash Frost. Flash over the wall, the stun's still landing. Rooster in that overheat. Will he be able to burn through the bird in time? Vladdy comes back up, and Razork's here to save his mid. Vladdy survives. Razork makes sure that he does not go down. Now Paduk trying to open up onto Emperors. Call of the Forge God coming out. Upset the target. Paduk able to dodge to the side of it. Pop Blossom though again! Finds 3. Paduk comes back with a bailout, and Emperors doesn't have the damage to work his way through the Glister. Bukada falling low. Nuke beginning to open up as well onto Losper. Gets him with the spell Flux. Now has to fight off Vladdy and Emperors and can't quite do that. The Sarah shield not enough to keep him alive this time as Fnatic get their 20th wild. As there will be Soul for Fnatic. Shifter's going to start up the Baron. Rooster will burn through this pretty quick. Razork, though, has the Grand Starfall and can close the gap rapidly himself. Nuke looking for a flank position to see if he can get some damage down. Trimby also looking for that hostile takeover. Nuke's on the wrong side of this wall, and all of Fnatic begin to collapse onto him. Nuke is atomized. Emperor's diving in as well. There's the Pop Blossom follow-up from Losper with the 3-man knocker. But Guardian Angel, Bukada in that hostile takeover won't be enough to save his life. Rooster opens up with the Flame Spitter, but he's down as well. And Fnatic are just running them down. An easy enough clear up for the boys in orange and black here, as Shifters once again will be relegated to defeat. This time 0-2 in the series, 0-5 in the split. Fnatic finally finding their second win after beating G2 all those weeks ago.
Yeah, Upset. Looks like he's not going to be able to find Paduk as Paduk gets away to safety, but those towers are going to drop. Shifters, they will not be able to defend their Nexus. Paduk gets back to base, but it's a slim chance.
Yeah, there's nothing Kalista can do in this situation, man. 3 members strong. Fnatic will hold him off. They'll take down the Nexus and secure their second win of spring.
Well played by Fnatic. They went for a scaling front-to-back comp.